I want to know, which core four player do you think will improve the most this season?
I think it's going to be Asar. Because I think he started he's starting at such a low point, I think, shooting wise, that I think any improvement just opens up his game a ton. I think defensively, I mean, I thought he was great last season, but I think he'll be even better having, played however many games he played this year. In the NBA, like getting used to the speed and the physicality and all that. Yeah, I think it's Asar. I think if Duran does make a leap defensively, then he's an all-star.
Yeah.
Maybe not this year, but if he can take steps defensively, then I think he is. I mean, because he improved a ton offensively last year. Like
Yeah.
you could toss him the ball in the post, and he's gonna get you buckets. And I mean, who knows if that short mid-range shot ever actually becomes practical in game. Form looks nice, high release point, sort of Rasheed Wallace release point.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't know. I say Asar. I think Duran's a runner-up. I don't know. I mean, it depends on the role for Jaden Ivey,
Yeah.
where it's like I don't know if he's going to be in a spot where he can improve, like obviously to fans. I think he can do really well in certain roles. I don't know if he's going to have this sort of space and opportunity to really make that big next step. And then Cade is just, I mean, I think he's going to steadily progress like he did going into last year. And I think having shooters around, like, what was he at this year stats wise?
Cade,
Yeah.
I could look it up real quick. Give me a second. I don't have it pulled up in the right now, but I can look it up. I think it was like 22 and 8.
Yeah. But
Um,
if you
yeah,
look at potential assists for him too, like it is crazy how many open missed shots he created for his teammates.
yeah,
And that in theory is gonna be better with Tobias and Malik and Tim Hardaway Jr. and Fontecchio being here the whole year.
yeah. So Cade put up almost 23 points a game, 4 rebounds, and 7.5 assists last year.
Yeah, I can see those all going up 3 or 4. Like, like I really can. Maybe not the rebounds, but assists and assists. It's very very conceivable to see him averaging 2 or 3 more assists a game.
10 assists, a double double.
Yeah,
Like, like who's to say he can't do like 25, 3 and 10 a night?
right. That's what I see as possible. So it's like I don't think that's the biggest improvement possible on the team, but like I think he can take that next step to become like superstar.
Yeah, it's that. I thought this was a fun question to kind of talk about, kind of dig into. I think Asar is an easy choice, kind of given
Yeah.
the type of season he had last year and the reports of him finally getting medically cleared, being
Yep.
able to work with Fred Vincent. He's in the gym, Trajan said, every day working on his shot.
Yep.
And we've kind of seen, if you kind of go back and look at the players that Fred Vincent has worked with throughout his career, all those players have kind of upticked in their 3-point percentage and their shooting
Yeah.
percentage. Um, but I'm going to be different. I'm not going to choose a star. I think it's going to be Duran. I think Duran locks in defensively this year. I think he gets up because I know for a fact he reads what people say about him.
Yeah.
I know it for a fact. I catch him looking at my Instagram stories anytime I post. I'll see him from time to time, like back when Twitter actually you could see who liked your tweets. You used
Yeah.
to like
Yeah.
tweets of like people like talking shit about him.
Yep.
I think he's going to be motivated to lock in defensively. I
Yeah.
really do. I wouldn't surprise me if he takes a leap defensively. And to your point, offensively, he took a huge step and he almost shot
Yeah.
80% from three, which for a big man, that's actually like really, really good. And he did it in his second year.
How many threes did he take?
Jalen Durden.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me go. Did I say threes? I meant free throws.
Okay. I was like, did he take 5 threes? I was like, I don't remember those. Yeah, 80% free throw, big man, A plus.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's because when you kind of like put their stats together, him and Drummond are very similar, but the biggest difference is the free throw percentage of
Yeah.
shooting just close to 80%, and the
Hmm.
form looked good. And there were instances where people at Team USA were really impressed with him, like Anthony
Yeah.
Davis and Kevin Durant. Like that's a man. Like he's gonna be
Yeah.
a force. I
Yeah.
mean, we've seen praise from like Paul George saying like he's gonna be like a baby Dwight Howard once he gets into his
Yeah.
man body and just develops. So I'm probably gonna go Duran in that situation.
Yeah. I think that's very reasonable. Yeah. Like I said, if he takes really any step defense, if he becomes an average defender, then I think sky's the limit for the team too.
I mean, average defender, he's probably what, a Bam Adebayo?
I mean, you said it.
I mean, I think that's a comparable. I mean, if you kind
Yeah.
of look at like the type of
Yeah.
players that they are, but I mean,
Yeah. If the mid-range shot comes around, if he starts taking it, but yeah, I mean Vincent probably helps him a ton too.
yeah, I think he helps Ivy, Duran, even like Cade shot 35% from three. Like let's say
Yep.
Cade upticks to 38.
Right.
Like that's a huge difference. That's going to get you some wins at the end of the day.
And he should have more open looks, so
Open looks, more passes.
yeah.
I honestly think Cade makes an All-Star team this year.
I think as long as the Pistons aren't like 20 games under 500, he makes the All-Star team. I mean, him and Paolo had the same exact stat line, right? Like or when
Mhm.
All-Star voting was happening. It was just the Magic were obviously a much better team, and
Yeah.
that's really what it was.